In 1852, a young apprentice tailor in Paris named Aristide Bouchicot noticed something strange while working in a clothing shop. Wealthy customers were sometimes charged more for identical jackets, and instead of complaining, those customers were actually more satisfied, not in spite of the higher price, because of it. That observation stuck with him. Over the next 20 years, Bouchicot turned that insight into one of the most influential retail experiments in history. He built Le Bon Marché, widely considered the world's first modern department store, and the psychological mechanism he discovered back then is now built into almost every price tag, every online store, and every sales conversation you've ever had. Most people believe they make rational purchasing decisions. Economists believed the same thing for a long time, but in 1979, two researchers challenged that assumption completely. Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky showed that humans rarely judge prices objectively. We think we're comparing value for money, but what we're really doing is comparing numbers to other numbers. We saw earlier, these numbers are called anchors. The price you believe is fair often has nothing to do with the real value of the product. It's based on the first number you saw. Bouchicot understood this more than a century earlier. Inside Le Bon Marché, he introduced something that seems normal today, but was radical at the time: price tags. Before that, almost every purchase involved negotiation. Competitors thought visible prices were vulgar, but Bouchicot realized something powerful. When shoppers saw a high price first, a lower price suddenly felt like a bargain, so he placed luxury items right at the entrance of the store, expensive goods that almost nobody would buy. Their purpose wasn't to sell. Their purpose was to reset the shopper's expectations. By the time customers reached the affordable products, the prices felt reasonable. He also popularized the concept of sales, not just discounts, but the emotional experience of winning a price that used to be higher. Decades later, another entrepreneur used the same psychological trick. In 1891, William Wrigley Jr. started selling baking powder to attract customers. He included free chewing gum. With every purchase, something unexpected happened. People liked the gum more than the baking powder, so Wrigley flipped the strategy. He started selling gum and gave away other items for free. He understood something most businesses miss. Value is not absolute, it's relative. The same product can feel more valuable depending on the context around it. You can see this everywhere today. Most software companies offer 3 pricing tiers: a basic plan, a premium plan, and an enterprise plan. The enterprise plan often exists mainly to make the premium plan look reasonable. Even tech companies use this strategy. Look at the product lineup from Apple. A base model appears affordable. A Pro model looks like the real upgrade. And a Pro Max exists partly to make the Pro seem like a sensible middle choice. Restaurants do the same thing. Wine lists often place a very expensive bottle near the top. Most customers won't buy it, but after seeing that price, the second cheapest bottle suddenly feels like a smart decision. You weren't going to order the cheapest bottle anyway. Now think about the last few major purchases you made: a phone, a subscription, a piece of clothing. What was the first price you saw? That number likely shaped every decision that came after it. And if you run a business, there's an even more important question: what anchor are your customers seeing first? Because without an anchor, every customer starts negotiating from zero. And negotiations that start from zero almost always move in the customer's favor. Once you understand price anchoring, you start seeing it everywhere. So next time you're shopping and see a limited time discount, a premium tier, or compare at price, pause for a second. Ask yourself one question: is this price really a bargain, or is it just the anchor doing its job? In the next video, we'll look at a 28-year-old college dropout from Kerala, India, who sent 6 letters to major corporations in 1998. 5 ignored him. One response changed Indian business history and created a system that hundreds of millions of people rely on today. Until then, pay attention to the anchors around you, because once you see the pricing game, you start realizing how often it's being played on you.